Welcome to NextCart Reviews, your go-to spot for honest, in-depth reviews of the latest tech, gadgets, and, well, all sorts of products. We break down the features, performance, and value to help you make smart buying decisions. Today, we're doing a deep dive into something pretty useful for keeping clothes looking sharp. The Rowenta handheld steamer for clothes. It's the Pure Force 2-in-1 steamer and iron, model DR8822. We've gathered up all the key details, product page info, custom reviews, specs. The mission today, really get under the hood of this thing, see what it offers, how it actually works day to day, and what kind of value it might bring to your home. So, let's unpack this right away. What exactly is this Rowenta Pure Force 2-in-1? What's the main idea here?
What's really interesting, I think, is its core concept. It's built for dual functionality. So this isn't just your basic steamer you kind of wave at a shirt. No, it's a 2-in-1. It lets you switch easily between vertical steaming, for clothes on a hanger rake, and horizontal ironing, if you want that really crisp pressed look. And looking at the specs, it's got some serious power, 1875 watts.
Wow, 1875. That sounds like a lot for a handheld.
It really is. That number puts it firmly in the category of more powerful handhelds, almost like a mini iron in steam form. It suggests, it's not just for a quick freshen up. It could potentially handle tougher wrinkles on thicker fabrics, which is definitely a step up from a lot of the competition out there.
Okay, so it has the muscle. What about how it delivers that steam? And can you adjust it for, say, delicate stuff versus heavy cotton?
Yeah, good question. The details mention an XL sole plate. Now, that sounds like marketing jargon, but a larger sole plate combined with what they call enhanced steam output. Well, that's geared towards efficient fabric care. It means you cover more ground faster, get the job done quicker. Plus, this is pretty key, it offers 5 customizable steam settings.
Settings, okay.
Right. That gives you real versatility. You can dial it down for silks or delicate things or crank it up for denim, curtains, you name it. And if you're doing a bigger job or tackling really stubborn wrinkles, there's a continuous steaming mode, so you don't have to keep squeezing a trigger.
That sounds really useful, actually. A lot packed in there. But what about holding it? You mentioned power, but is it, heavy, convenient to actually use?
Ah, yes. The description calls it lightweight, weighing in at 3 pounds. Now, hold that thought on lightweight because we'll circle back to what users actually say about that. There's definitely a bit of a conversation there.
Okay, noted.
But on paper, 3 pounds aims for portability. It comes with a pretty decent 8.5-foot cord that's quite generous, really helps with moving around without being tethered right next to an outlet. Safety-wise, it has automatic features like auto-off, which is always good for peace of mind. Its water tank holds 7.1 ounces. They say that gives you up to 12 minutes of continuous steam, chemical-free. That's, a reasonable amount of time for a handheld, especially for getting an outfit ready.
12 minutes, okay.
And just for context, the manufacturer year is listed as 2024, so it's a very current model.
Gotcha. Okay, specs are one thing, but the real test is always user experience, right? This thing has over 895 ratings, averaging 4.2 stars, and over 3,000 bought last month alone. That's a ton of feedback. What are people really finding when they use this Rowenta steamer at home?
Yeah, that's a lot of data points. And if you look at the big picture from all those reviews, it paints a pretty clear and largely positive view of its performance, especially its main job, getting wrinkles out. First off, wrinkle removal power. Users consistently praise how effective it is. Words like powerful and strong come up a lot. People say it works excellently on all sorts of things, dresses, shirts, even really thick curtains that have been folded away for ages.
Thick curtains, that's impressive.
It is. Some reviewers explicitly said it quickly released wrinkles and found it much easier than ironing for their daily routine. Someone even mentioned the super high setting specifically, said it worked wonders on old, heavy, stubborn curtain wrinkles, like it brought stuff back to life they thought was a lost cause.
Okay, so it definitely delivers on the wrinkle front. That's crucial. What about speed? Is it quick to get going? Because nobody likes waiting when they're trying to get ready.
Absolutely. That's another big plus people mention, the quick heat up. Users consistently say it heats up within seconds or quickly, which is exactly what you want when you're in a rush, right?
Totally.
One comment really stood out. Someone timed themselves steaming 8 shirts in 10 minutes.
8 shirts in 10 minutes. Wow.
Yeah, that speaks volumes about its efficiency for quick touch-ups or getting multiple items ready fast. Huge time saver compared to dragging out the ironing board. And ease of use generally gets good marks too. People find it easy to use, convenient. There's a neat little feature people liked. You can hit the trigger twice, and the steam stays on. You don't have to keep holding it down.
Oh, that's smart. Less hand fatigue.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It makes a surprisingly big difference, especially if you're steaming for more than a minute or two. And the build quality seems solid. It's often described as well-made, sturdy.
Mm-hmm.
You even see these really strong endorsements like built like a tank.
A tank?
Okay. Or even Cadillac of garment steamers. That suggests people feel it's a premium, durable product. That kind of feedback usually points towards good longevity.
Built like a tank is serious praise. But didn't you mention something earlier about occasional steam issues? How does that fit with the tank build? And what about the water? Any special requirements there?
That's a fair point. It is a bit of a paradox, isn't it? The sturdy build seems universally agreed upon. The steam inconsistency, though, that seems like a performance quirk experienced by a smaller subset of users. It might not be the build itself, but maybe, how someone's using it or their specific water type or just an occasional unit variation. It's something to be aware of, even if the build is solid. As for the water, this is a big advantage people highlight. It's designed for regular tap water.
Oh, nice. No distilled water needed.
Nope. That saves hassle and expense compared to some other steamers. And they mention maintenance is simple too, just using white vinegar sometimes to deal with mineral buildup. Very user-friendly upkeep.
Okay, that tap water thing is a definite win. So, lots of positives, but you hinted earlier, no product is perfect. Where do people have mixed feelings? What are the caveats we should know about? The balancing act.
Right. This is where managing expectations comes in, especially around that word lightweight. Despite the marketing, I think they even say 24% lighter than maybe previous models. A lot of customers actually describe it as bulky and heavy.
Ah, okay. So the 3 pounds isn't exactly featherlight in practice.
Seems not for everyone. Some say it's not too heavy, for quick jobs, but others are very clear. It gets heavy when steaming curtains or feels cumbersome on dresses, especially if you're doing several items. One reviewer put it plainly, fairly heavy, 2.95 pounds, despite being described as lightweight by the manufacturer. So while it might be lighter than some other Rowentas, you shouldn't expect an ultralight device. That weight is a real factor for some during longer use.
So it's built like a tank, but maybe feels a bit like one too, especially if you're reaching up high with curtains. That's definitely something to consider. What about that steam consistency you mentioned? Does it always deliver, or are there hiccups?
Well, most users rave about incredible steam or lots of steam, but there are those reports of inconsistent results. Some people experienced it producing little to no steam sometimes, or even worse, spitting water onto the clothes.
Ooh, spitting water is not what you want.
Definitely not. It suggests that while the potential power is there, the delivery isn't always perfectly smooth for every single user or every single time. It's not the main story, but it's a recurring minor theme in the feedback. Then there's the water tank. That's 7.1 ounces, giving maybe 12 minutes of steam.
Yeah.
Well, many users find that small if they're doing multiple items or something big like drapes. It means frequent refills.
Right, back and forth to the sink.
Exactly. It's a trade-off. Smaller tank helps with the handheld design, maybe keeps the weight down a bit, but you sacrifice that continuous steam time for larger tasks. And a couple of minor usability things came up, like that double tap feature for continuous steam. Apparently, if you accidentally hit the trigger again, it turns off, and you have to restart it. A small annoyance.
Ah, okay.
And some found removing the water tank itself a little clunky. Just felt it could be smoother. Minor things, but they affect the daily experience.
Yep.
One last really important point, especially for anyone buying internationally, voltage.
Oh, right.
A review specifically flagged that this is a 110V device. It's not compatible with 220V power found in many other regions. Someone bought it from an international Amazon site and couldn't use it properly.
Ouch. That's crucial to check before buying if you're outside a 110V area.
Absolutely critical.
Yes.
Always double-check voltage compatibility.
Okay, we've covered the good, the bad, the slightly heavy. So if someone's thinking, okay, maybe this is for me, let's talk practicalities. Getting it, protecting it, what's the cost, and how easy is it to buy?
Right now, the list price we're seeing is $79.95. And buying through Amazon usually comes with conveniences like free returns.
That's handy. Gives you an out if it's just not right for you.
Exactly. And if you're a Prime member, you often get fast, free delivery options. The page mentioned delivery as soon as July 31st, so potentially very quick turnaround. And another thing Amazon offers is free product support.
What does that involve?
It means you can usually get help via live phone or chat, find manufacturer contact info easily, access troubleshooting guides, maybe even watch help videos. It's a good backup if you run into trouble or just have questions after buying.
And thinking about protection, you mentioned it's sturdy, but some find it heavy. Potential for drops, maybe? Is there anything beyond the standard warranty for that kind of thing?
That's a really smart question for a handheld item. And yes, often when you buy on Amazon, you'll see options for assuring protection plans. These are separate from the manufacturer's warranty and are designed to cover things like accidental damage drops, spills.
Which could happen if it feels heavy after a while.
Precisely. They also often cover malfunctions after the manufacturer's warranty runs out. For portable items like this, they typically cover drops, spills, cracked screens even, from day one, plus things like power surges. The claims process is usually designed to be quick, often approved in minutes. You might get an e-gift card for the purchase price, or they arrange a repair or replacement. They usually state no additional cost for covered repairs, meaning parts, labor, shipping are included.
Okay, so what are the options usually?
You typically see choices like a 3-year plan for maybe around $9.99, or a 4-year plan for something like $13.99. So you usually have to buy it with the product or very soon after. There's also sometimes a broader option, like their Complete Protect plan. That's a monthly subscription, maybe $16.99 a month, that covers all eligible Amazon purchases you've made recently and going forward, up to a certain claim limit per year. But that usually excludes items used commercially.
So it really brings up the question for you, the buyer. Is that extra cost for a protection plan worth the peace of mind, especially for accidental damage or issues down the line?
It's definitely a personal calculation based on how you use things and your tolerance for risk.
Right. So wrapping this up, the Rowenta handheld steamer, this Pure Force 2-in-1 DR80-822, it seems like a pretty powerful and versatile gadget overall for taking care of clothes at home. It definitely scores points on getting wrinkles out quickly, heating up fast, and that convenience of using regular tap water is a big plus. But it's not without its quirks, the weight being a notable one for some users, and the water tank size needing refills for bigger jobs. Still, overall satisfaction seems quite high.
Yeah, I think connecting it all, if you're looking for something convenient, multi-purpose, that packs a strong steam punch for various fabrics, this Rowenta looks like a really solid choice. It seems particularly good if you value that speed and the 2-in-1 steam and iron capability.
All right.
Just be aware of the physical aspects, that it's not super lightweight for everyone, and you might be refilling the tank on laundry day.
So the final thought for you to consider when you're looking at a new gadget like this, how much does that multi-purpose convenience outweigh maybe some ergonomic quirks like the weight? And where do you personally land on the value of adding on something like a protection plan for that longer-term peace of mind? Lots to think about. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. Don't forget to subscribe to Next Cart Reviews for more fresh insights and updates on the coolest stuff out there.